It is 5:47 p.m. You are sitting in your car, driving home from work. Your hands are gripping the steering wheel. Your mind is still stuck on emails, deadlines, tomorrow's conversations. And deep in your belly, at this exact moment, your fat cells are preparing to make a decision. Not tomorrow, not next week, tonight. In the next 90 minutes, you will make 3 seemingly harmless decisions. They will determine whether you wake up leaner tomorrow, or more inflamed, more insulin resistant, and carrying more dangerous visceral fat than you had this morning. Most people don't know this. The body does not gain fat during the day. It gains fat at night while you sleep and believe you are recovering. The trigger is not your dinner. It's what happens in the 2 hours afterward. Almost everyone believes metabolism is about morning routines, breakfast, and workouts. That is only half the truth. The other half, the part that truly decides whether you burn or store visceral fat, happens between 6 p.m. and midnight, and that is exactly what is about to be explained. This will make a lot of fitness influencers angry. You can eat perfectly all day. You can train at 5 in the morning. You can track every macronutrient and still wake up fatter than yesterday because of one single evening mistake no one ever explained to you. This has nothing to do with willpower and nothing to do with eating less. It is about chronobiology, the science of biological time. The human body runs on an ancient operating system. For over 200,000 years, humans ate in daylight and fasted at night. Your metabolism, your hormones, your digestive enzymes are precisely programmed for this pattern. But today, you eat at 8 p.m. under artificial light, scroll through social media, answer work emails, and keep your nervous system in a constant state of alarm. For your body, this is a contradiction. And when the body is confused, it always does the same thing. It stores energy as fat and prepares for danger.
Your body has a metabolic deadline, and it is around 7 p.m. Your liver has its own internal clock, a so-called hepatic oscillator. It controls when nutrients are processed and when repair is supposed to happen. From morning until early evening, the liver operates in processing mode. Enzymes are active. Insulin sensitivity is high. Energy is used efficiently. After 7 p.m., the liver begins to power down. Enzyme activity drops significantly. The pancreas responds more slowly. Insulin becomes less effective. The result is critical. The exact same meal at 6 p.m. has a completely different effect than at 9 p.m. Not because of calories, but because of timing. In the evening, the body no longer wants to process, it wants to repair. When the last bite happens no later than 7 p.m., a silent chain reaction begins. After about 8 hours, insulin drops to baseline. After about 10 hours, growth hormone rises. After about 12 hours, the body switches into fat-burning mode. While you sleep, your metabolism changes fuel sources, from sugar to stored fat, but only if you don't block it.
Insulin sensitivity follows a daily rhythm. It is highest in the morning and lowest in the evening. That means the same carbohydrates cause a much stronger insulin spike at night, and insulin is the most powerful fat storage hormone in the body. When insulin is high, an enzyme that releases fat is blocked. Without this enzyme, fat cells stay locked, even in a calorie deficit, even when you are hungry. But there is an even bigger effect. Evening carbohydrates block growth hormone during sleep. Growth hormone reaches its peak in the first 90 minutes of deep sleep. Insulin and growth hormone work against each other. When one is high, the other stays low. If you eat starchy carbohydrates at night, you miss the most important fat-burning window of the entire day. Digestion is a rest process. It requires the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. But most people eat and immediately switch into digital stress. Messages, emails, news feeds, endless stimulation. The body is sitting still, but biologically it is in fight or flight mode. Blood is pulled away from digestion. Gut movement slows down. Food sits heavy in the stomach. This leads to inflammatory compounds, elevated cortisol, and nighttime cravings. The body interprets this as danger and stores fat. a simple, evolutionarily logical solution: walking after eating. A calm walk for 15 to 20 minutes. No music, no podcast. Rhythmic movement calms the nervous system. Muscles absorb glucose, almost without insulin. Digestion is mechanically activated. The body switches from stress to repair.
Melatonin is not just a sleep hormone, it is a fasting signal. Melatonin tells the pancreas, stop insulin production. We are burning fat now. But artificial light, especially blue light, strongly suppresses melatonin. Your living room at night confuses your metabolism. The body thinks it is still afternoon. Insulin remains active. Repair does not happen. Reducing light in the evening improves insulin sensitivity overnight, not through dieting, but through darkness. At night, the body intentionally lowers its temperature. This is not an accident. It is a signal for deep sleep and repair. In a cooler environment, brown fat becomes active. This fat burns energy to generate heat. The cooler the night, the higher the overnight fat burning. Not freezing, but not sleeping warm either. Slightly cool. That is where the body starts working.
5:30 p.m. Commute home. No calls, no stimulation. 6 p.m. Cooking. Protein-focused, vegetable-based. 6:45 p.m. Last bite. No later than 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Walk. Calm, conscious breathing. 7:30 p.m. Dimmed lights. Phone away. 8 p.m. Reading, stretching, conversations. 9 p.m. Warm shower. Bedroom cool and dark. 10 p.m. Sleep. No supplement. No workout. Just timing. Fat loss is not a fight. It is a rhythm problem. Your body wants to burn fat every night. You have just been constantly blocking it. Late eating, bright light, stress, warmth. Once these disruptions disappear, your biology takes over. Your belly fat is not stubborn. Your metabolism is not broken. You are simply living on the wrong schedule. Starting today, you can change that. If you want more content that explains real mechanisms, no marketing, no myths, subscribe to this channel. And write in the comments below. What time do you eat dinner? Some people sabotage themselves without even knowing it. See you in the next video.